Today our topic is why emotional control is the key to success. Life is full of challenges, and every day we face situations that test our patience, our strength, and our emotions. Think about it. When things go wrong, how do you react? Do you get angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed? Or do you stay calm, think clearly, and find a solution? The way you handle your emotions can make all the difference between success and failure. Emotional control is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is fine. It's about understanding your emotions, managing them, and using them in a way that helps you rather than hurts you. Let's break this down and see why emotional control is so important and how you can develop it. First, let's talk about why emotions can be so powerful. Emotions are natural. They are part of being human. When something good happens, you feel happy. When something bad happens, you feel sad or angry. These feelings are normal, but the problem starts when emotions take over and control your actions. For example, imagine you are at work, and your boss criticizes you in front of everyone. Your first reaction might be anger or embarrassment. If you let those emotions take control, you might say something you regret or storm out of the room. But if you can control your emotions, you can pause, take a deep breath, and respond in a way that is calm and professional. This small act of emotional control can change the outcome of the situation. Instead of making things worse, you can turn it into an opportunity to learn and improve. Now, let's think about success. What does it mean to be successful? For some people, success means having a lot of money or a high position at work. For others, it means having good relationships, being healthy, or feeling happy and fulfilled. No matter how you define success, one thing is clear. You cannot achieve it without emotional control. Why? Because success requires focus, discipline, and the ability to handle setbacks. Life is not always easy. There will be times when things don't go your way. You might fail at something important, or someone might let you down. These moments can be painful, but they are also opportunities to grow. If you can control your emotions, you can turn these challenges into stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. Let's take an example from sports. Imagine a tennis player in a big match. The player is losing, and the crowd is cheering for the opponent. The player feels frustrated and nervous. If the player lets these emotions take over, they might start making mistakes and lose the match. But if the player can control their emotions, they can stay focused, play their best, and maybe even win. This is true in every area of life. Whether you are an athlete, a student, a business person, or a parent, emotional control is what helps you stay strong in difficult moments and keep moving forward. So how can you develop emotional control? The first step is awareness. You need to understand your emotions and what triggers them. For example, do you get angry when someone criticizes you? Do you feel anxious when you have to speak in public? Once you know what triggers your emotions, you can start to manage them. One way to do this is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you feel a strong emotion, take a moment to notice it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it's not there. Just observe it and let it pass. This might sound simple, but it can be very powerful. Over time, you will find that you can handle your emotions better and stay calm in difficult situations. Another important tool for emotional control is perspective. When something bad happens, it's easy to think that the world is against you or that things will never get better. But this is usually not true. Most problems are temporary, and most challenges can be overcome if you stay calm and think clearly. Try to look at the situation from a different angle. Ask yourself, is this really as bad as it seems? Or what can I learn from this? By changing your perspective, you can reduce the power of negative emotions and find solutions more easily. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, has a lot to teach us about emotional control. The Stoics believe that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. They taught that emotions like anger, fear, and sadness come from our thoughts, not from the events themselves. For example, if someone insults you, you might feel hurt. But the Stoics would say that the insult itself is not what hurts you, it's your reaction to the insult. If you can change the way you think about it, you can change the way you feel. This doesn't mean you should ignore your emotions or pretend they don't exist. It just means that you have the power to decide how much influence they have over you. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, which means love of fate. This means accepting whatever happens in life, good or bad, and finding a way to make the best of it. Instead of fighting against things you cannot change, focus on what you can control. For example, if you lose your job, you might feel scared or angry. But instead of dwelling on those feelings, you can focus on finding a new job, learning new skills, or exploring new opportunities. By accepting the situation and taking positive action, you can turn a setback into a chance for growth. Emotional control also helps you build better relationships. Think about it. Most conflicts happen because of emotions. Someone says something that upsets you and you respond with anger. Or you feel hurt by something a friend did and you stop talking to them. But if you can control your emotions, you can handle conflicts in a healthier way. Instead of reacting immediately, you can take a step back, think about what the other person is feeling, and respond with kindness and understanding. This doesn't mean you should let people treat you badly. It just means that you can communicate your feelings in a way that is calm and respectful, which makes it easier to solve problems and maintain good relationships. Another benefit of emotional control is that it helps you make better decisions. When you are calm and focused, you can think clearly and weigh your options. But when you are emotional, it's easy to make impulsive decisions that you later regret. For example, if you are angry, you might say something hurtful or quit a job without thinking it through. But if you can control your emotions, you can take the time to consider your choices and make decisions that are in your best interest. This is especially important in high-pressure situations like negotiating a deal, solving a problem at work, or dealing with a personal crisis. Finally, emotional control is essential for your mental and physical health. When you let negative emotions like anger, stress, or fear take over, it can harm your body and mind. Chronic stress can lead to health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and depression. But if you can manage your emotions, you can reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or exercise can help you stay calm and balanced, even in difficult situations. In conclusion, emotional control is one of the most important skills you can develop. It helps you handle challenges, build strong relationships, make better decisions, and stay healthy. Remember, emotions are natural, but they don't have to control you. By practicing awareness, mindfulness, and perspective, you can take charge of your emotions and use them to your advantage. Life will always have ups and downs, but with emotional control, you can navigate them with confidence and grace. So the next time you face a difficult situation, take a deep breath, stay calm, and remember, you have the power to control your emotions and create your own success.